Protests ended relatively early by around 9 o'clock last night, and they appeared peaceful. Let's show you what we saw in Minneapolis. First off, people met outside of Hennepin County Government Center, and then they marched around downtown. Meanwhile, another crowd met in St. Paul. Now, this event was actually already planned before Derek Chauvin posted bond. That development, though, added emphasis to their message on police reform and on the justice system. In fact, organizers renamed their event Lock Up Derek Chauvin. You can expect these kinds of conversations to continue today. There's a public forum on the killing of George Floyd and the unrest afterward. There's also a summit happening today. It's a downtown development and Lake Street summit. They're going to be discussing how rebuilding is going in the city of Minneapolis. And this is actually an annual summit with obviously a specific focus this year. Gia?
All right, Kaya, thanks for that. Well, also happening today.